We got this 289. We have a Bobcat T770. Had so many people asking, oh, which do you like better? Da-dee-da-da. You getting rid of all the Bobcats? No, we're not getting rid of all the Bobcats. We'll probably have Bobcat for a long time yet. Today, anyway, I thought it'd be fun to put the 289 D3 and the Bobcat T770. They're both basically brand new. It'd be fun to put these side by side, which when you're lifting capacity, pushing power, just a way similar amount. So it'd be fun to put them side by each and see, how they compare side by side. So we are going to get some cat, but we're also going to keep a lot of Bobcats. So we'll always have some Bobcat, at least in the foreseeable future. So let's get right into it. Little side note, so far, our guys do love this cat. The joystick's a little more sensitive. I mean, there's pros and cons to each and every machine, but overall, it's nice. But this has been a phenomenal machine. It does have def. It's 94 horse, I think 95, something like that. This is around 75. So overall, this has been a great machine so far. The guys love it. As you can see, it's been getting some use. See how many hours it has. That's one thing with the cat. The bar's gotta be down and the door's gotta be shut before you can fire it up. The screen takes forever to cycle. It's kind of annoying, but not too big of a deal. Oh, we've already got 217 hours on this thing. Seems like we just got it. So 217 hours, that's about 600-700. Shouldn't make too much of a difference, but the cab in this is definitely a little bit smaller, like less leg room. That Bobcat definitely has a little more room up front, that's for sure. So RPM's all the way up in first gear. Which one do you think will be able to push?
Look how easy it push out the dry tire.
Push like butter.
Probably this one has more contact than the asphalt.
Yeah, the tracks are a little bit bigger. Close. It's pretty close. You can see we're digging right in. There's rubber on there. It's a pretty close call. It's like, I think a lot of it boils down to traction.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think? Pretty even?
Yeah. See what size boulders we can lift now.
Yeah, I'd say as far as like drive motor power and like track, I'd say it's pretty comparable. Alright guys, this is in 2-speed, so we're gonna have it in rabbit and then go and see if one dies or what happens. So that was actually pretty comparable. 2-speed on the tar and on the dirt. Neither of them would move. Not a good enough traction and power or something. That's interesting. Well, there's a million different tests you could do. You could lift, test the cycle, how quick it goes. This isn't exactly a cat or Bobcat testing facility, so we're just gonna do a couple little tests just to kind of get a general idea. As far as pushing, traction, power of drive motors, I'd say they're pretty comparable. So we're gonna put on the same set of forks and see which can lift a bigger and better, heavier boulder. It's a big boulder. Probably a 6-foot boulder, at least. It's about its max. Right. And you're going uphill. You gotta try grabbing it again flat and see if it'll lift it up, like how high it'll lift. Some of these rocks are huge. Some real big boys. This thing's struggling with these. That's a big rock though. See, it's as wide as a skid. Oh, it'll lift it. big one.
The cat will lift that one right up.
Grab it and see. It's kind of on a downward angle. It's hard to tell it's a downward angle. Put the forks on there and see if it'll lift it. So it might be kind of hard to tell, but like this rock right here, that's 6 feet across, and you know it's 4 feet high. It's a pretty big rock. Some of these things are massive. Like this rock right there, that's solid 6 feet. That's 6-7 feet. The only way to lift these huge ones is with that loader. That 40,000 pound loader with forks will lift these, but it's pretty full scoop. We are some big boys. And yeah, I know we got a lake. We got Lake G&M here. We got some drainage issues we got to address here before this fall. See what the cat will do with that one. The 770 will lift it 3-4 feet, and then it's about maxed out. It'll start the forks start to tip, and see what the cat will do. Same set of forks, same everything. It's doing it. It's know that's there. There we go. Oh, doesn't want to do it. Oh, it's going.
But it's pretty comparable.
Right, I gotta lift them, but the forks are bending and it's flexing. What did you say? Maybe 5-10% more better lifting capacity. You can move them around a little easier.
Yeah, but also it's how much smaller.
Right, because this, I mean, it's 20 horse less, but it seems to be turned up a little more.
Yeah.
But that has def and everything, so.
It's a little bit less, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I'll have to look up the weight, but I think that it's a little bit less. But I mean, it's a horse apiece. I mean, it's not a huge noticeable difference. It's not like this will lift twice as much or the Bobcat will lift twice as much. Pretty comparable. All right, so we're gonna try to climb a pile of dirt. Say you gotta go up and to dump a pile of dirt, or you're going up a steep hill like a lakeshore project. Jay thinks the cat has a better drive motor torque, I guess. So we'll climb a hill emptier with a bucket. So we'll try that out on this pile of crap we have acquired here at the yard. Right to the top, no problem. Hard to tell, but that's pretty steep. At least a 3-to-1 or more. So that goes up with a full bucket. Go up and down in first, no problem. It's hard to tell, but this is pretty vertical. You can see the cat would go up it with a full bucket, but it was definitely working here, bogging a little bit, working like it took everything I had to get up this with a full bucket of dirt. So we'll see what the 770 does compared to this. So here's the 770 with a full bucket of dirt. I think they have the same size bucket, like an 80-inch bucket, I think, 78 or 80-inch bucket. Let's see how this does. So there it went and dug, and you see it dug in a little bit there. So it looks like once you got up a little bit, it started to kind of dug in and bottomed out.
Let's see if this will get higher.
So right there is as high as the 770 wanted to go. Then it kind of dug in. See what the cat will do. It was almost exactly the same.
Like straight up right there.
Right, it's like you got to a certain point and then they just dug in. As far as climbing up this hill, like drive motors, you can see they would work, but they wouldn't bog on both machines with a bucket full and empty. So there's just little differences. They each have a little bit of more strength and weakness in each spot, but at the end of the day, they actually seem pretty comparable. Is that water in there? lift has been no problem with all that water. That's a lot of water. So lift it no problem. All right, let's see if I'll climb the same hill with just nothing on the front. Say you're bringing boulders down a hill and you got to go up empty. It won't quite go all the way to the top. So he's gonna grade this out back to kind of how it was. This poor Vernig forks, lifting heavy rock, and all kinds of crazy stuff. We have like 10 sets of these. I've broke a few, but hold up pretty good. Let's see if this will go up empty now. The 770 was a couple feet from the top. Oh, same spot. Almost the same exact spot. Not quite to the top. It's same spot, did the same thing. Solid steel tub, a lot of water in it. See how it does. Oh yeah, like nothing. Like nothing. Does this seem to almost lift a little bit easier?
No, I was going slower with that.
Oh yeah,
They're exactly the same.
They are.
With lifting those big rocks, this didn't just, the tilt cylinder didn't just tilt. Where that's one to tilt. This one just it just went wet.
Right, the cylinders kind of want to sag. We're just kind of held up better.
100%.
Right, that's one thing. Everybody see you run it. You think honestly at the end of the day they're pretty comparable, pretty same.
Very comparable, yeah.
Right.
I would say the track system is a little bit nicer. It definitely rides a little bit smoother when you're on rough terrain versus the Bobcat. And yes, it has roller suspension and stuff.
Not the rigid.
Yeah.
Right, but at the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, you think they probably move similar amount of material, dirt, boulders, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes down to your service and
Personal preference.
Yeah, price point.
At the end of the day, I feel like they're all within like everything this can do. This will do 10%, give or take, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I kind of seem that way.
Yep, that one's. But also, this is another 20 horse with the def and stuff, so that's nice not to have the.
Right. Right. It is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the 289, the 770 in the comments below. If you have experience, if you ran this a bunch, if you ran that a bunch, let me know what you think in the comments below. Which one you prefer.